today. I want to see more from Steel, but more from Smooya, especially on that AWP. Yesterday, we're on a map like Vertigo. Smooya, new addition to the team. All eyes are on him. He gets out the AWP. Everyone's all excited, and then he dropped like 10 kills across the entire map. He just had a really, really lame performance. And I think
we see 2 smokes, a molly, 2 flashes to accompany. And over on Movistar Riders, another hybrid buy. We see 2 kits brought up, as well as 2 flashes and a smoke.
The 2 kits is interesting. I suppose you can only really justify it on a map like Inferno. And oh, look at that flashbang. Smooya, real good opportunity there to snatch away a couple of heads. Didn't quite seize it. Now has to take a step back. And Norba, he is going to punish him. Smooya had an opportunity there to do some real damage. And instead, he is dropped. Norba firing through for more. A third. Fame following up with another. And all of a sudden, this round has fallen apart for the Movistar Riders. They've been completely crushed, and it's all off of the back of Norba.
But Dread supposed to go down, though, as he actually prematurely peaks, but it doesn't matter, though. He's still forced away nonetheless. Shock's not quite expecting a player to be there that quickly, as he's caught out by a Dread. Nice early pick. There's no response, and now K23 looks to descend on this site. Steel caught out by Norbert. Smooya, he's backed away towards the library, and right now that is his safe well. He's going to realize that he might actually be a rock in a very hard place.
Yeah, this is going to be a tricky one to hold if they do commit to it. He's in this off angle. It's nice for one, but if they go for a double swing, then he's, well, probably not going to come out on top. And here we go. Timing's absolutely impeccable. Catches one out with a nade in hand, and there we go. Perfect start here for the Movistar Riders. Shots can fall right back to the site, allow his teammates to rotate in, and they are coming out on top in every single one of these engagements. And still
try and show presence. As well, the player pushing from CT, but it's not spotted by Neelan. Neelan now will aggress. He shuts down Steel, but the players to worry about is in CT. He's nowhere near Newbox, and well, here comes Shox trying to pressure down low. He does just that. Neelan trades. Neelan will be able to get a plant, put it down to 1 versus 1 with Smooya. That's something to be scared of. He's able to back away in time. He knows the English Orphan's going to be swinging straight into him. Shots ring out. Swing goes wide. Smooya comes out on top. And with that, Movistar Riders, they make it a third, and they also ruin that K23 economy.
Look at the balls on this man.
Now would be the time to do so. Norbert, he's in towards App. Steel also stacked up in pit, but it's Norbert to strike first. Good for 1, good for 2. That's the opening that's needed. It's messy, but Steel's able to trade, but to what avail? He deploys those flashes, he deploys those smokes, and the K23, they lower themselves towards this B site, with not a single defendant to try and fight them.
To cause problems towards A, maybe we will, and there we go. Mopos starts to fall back. Oh my goodness, they're both rotating off. Oh, this has gone perfectly for K23.
Alex, I think having spotted a Dread, realizes what's up, and granted that Molly will buy a substantial amount of time, or damage even, but in a 3-on-3, we're going to see that plant instantly. Alex boosted up, able to find 1 quick kill through the box. He's going to try and find a second. He can't quite for the time being. He goes 2-on-3 for the round, and for Movistar Riders, they need this round desperately. They don't have money left, and well, the first player spotted towards CT. They spot out Norbert as he pushes down towards Emo. And his flashes go out, and so allow him to try and push back out towards Pillar. Alex brings out a few shots. He swings wide. He's spotted out by Mo. He's unable to ring out the shots properly, and Mo in a 1 versus 3. He caught out. Beautiful round by Mopos there to get the information and the kills. With that, Movistar Riders make it 5, and they pull themselves. Neelan, he moves away from CT. Instead, he wants to fight standard. Adreni's tagged down, but he does the same to Mopos. And well, Smooya, he finds the first. Now, all of a sudden, these Eagles have to ring true. And well, Norbert certainly does, as does Fame. Smooya on the angle. He's damaged, but Steel's the one to finish the job. Neelan now back sight in a 1 versus 3. His position not quite cleared. But Smooya, he's the one to fall victim to that. Good for 1. He knows his players will Banana to worry about. He damages up that member. He picks up an AK now with his spy bear's teeth. As he shifts forward, he's wary of the players towards Ruins. Able to catch out the UMP. Suddenly, this is doable. He's got Shox to worry about. Catches out Shox. It's the 1 versus 3. And with that, K23, they pull ahead to make it 11 off the merits of their 4 spy. And off that,
absolutely mental. Of course, still with this man advantage, the 3-man stack towards the B bomb site. The A bomb site, only 1 towards B, as Norba gets flashed off the angle, drops down, is eliminated. There should have been a trade in place there, and there we go. Mo's able to find it a little bit late, but it's perfect. Now a 3v2. Alex needs to trade out this kill. Absolutely does. The AK fires through, but Adren denies the plant. And now it all comes down to Alex, the man on the site, C4 in hand. Alex is going to wait for someone to come around from either side, but has absolutely no info on the secondary player.
Alex, he's going to try and take each 1v1 as it comes, and he's in the perfect position to do so, but the flash is good enough to try and get him off position. Fame spots him, Adren finishes, and, well, Josh, I believe the words you used were, I'm done, as we see K23, they pull ahead to make it 12, and they force Movistar Riders, they can buy, but it's going to be a fairly...
They've got a real good opportunity.
My fear for them is that they are both very low on HP, and with that, we're going to see him get this bomb plant, and see how Dread fares on this retake. He's the only one with util, or he's the only one with a HP right now. Fame or Penalty be better off with a pistol, really. And now Alex in the corner, center sight. He's got his teammate towards Graveyard, and that's not really an orthodox position. It's not one you'd check, and the Fame goes to the wall bank. That he does, steal fools. A Dread now on Alex. One bullet from the Eagle, it's all it takes, but Alex comes out on top. And with that, wow, what a round by Movistar Riders. So they make it 9. They really look to pull it back now.
Looking to try and find the opening once again.
I don't like how Neelan's alone right now. He deploys that smoke. Perfect reach to deploy that smoke, but they just barrel towards him. They just look to pressure down the CT. Neelan surviving as best he can. Neelan doing everything required of him and more. As now, suddenly K23, bare teeth, shocks. He tries to aggress forward, but Neelan trebles up. He's got a 4 versus 2, all off the merits of his B defense now. And for Movistar Riders, this is something to fear. This is something to kind of behold as right now still aggressing towards Ruins. Will try to catch out these initial members, but Neelan, he jumps across. He realizes that all he's good for is bait, and as Norba falls, it's all on Smooya. Good for 1, looks to double up. Suddenly he does, on for the 1 versus 3, but he can't quite convert. Mo finishes the job. K23 hit 14, and they force Movistar Riders to a bit of an uncomfortable situation.
Real valiant attempt there. They got aggressive in mid-early, have been dropped, and it now comes down to the big guns. Mo with the AWP finds the first. That's the bomb dropped. Instantly caught, though, as they continue to press on to A long. Neelan looking to try and work some magic once again. Round the corner of this smoke. There's the first. Sprays away. Can't find the second, but Mo in the meantime converts for another. Fame trades it, and it all comes down to Mopos. This round was a 5v3. Now a 2-on-1 for Mopos to clutch up. And he does find the first. Holding for the second. Headshot and actually lands it. What a game that we've got on our hands. Back-to-back.
Bed this after part situation.
Super smart from Neelan there. He actually jumps up and blocks the smoke, so he has a little sight line around the edges of it. This C4 still hasn't gone down from Movistar Riders. I don't know why they haven't planted yet. It's allowed so much time for this retake to come in, and then Dren fires through for 2 with the FAMAS. Smooya and Steel pick up the pieces, and it all comes down to a 2-on-1. Mo, he can't get it done. Movistar Riders take it 16-14 in a very, very bizarre turn of events. A beautiful comeback and some crazy clutches.
That is the absolute best case. Now he's got Smooth to worry about should they choose to burst open this door, but instead the Riders have embraced the lull. Flash goes out. Smooth good for 1, Alex good for the second, and that's the opening that the Riders want. Neelan, he's forced away. He's got a nade in hand to try and deter a push, but it's nothing too substantial. Instead, what's going to be Alex by Norbert, and with that, Movistar Riders push their way towards the safe site. They look to shut down K23 wherever they choose to rear their heads, and well, as Smooth will be the one to try and lead that charge. Mo back sight, trying to do a bit of damage. He rings out a few shots. He gives his position away. Soda would find a kill. Alex good for another. Mo eventually bringing true onto Smooya, but it feels like silver linings at this point as he swarmed and dispatched. So the Riders hope to do, well, what does K23 hope to do here? Riders ready for them all over the board. Still, he's actually alone towards A, so as he's taken down, it'll lead these last 2 members to push ahead towards B, and right now, this lone man on sandbags, Neelan, he's going to either make or break this round. Will it show K23 have a chance, or will it just be a quick dispatchment? It's a quick dispatchment, and for K23, I think their main focus now is at least they did damage.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, this was an eco round, remember. There was a little bit of an investment here and there, but ultimately it was just the eco. We only saw Kevlar on 1 man. That's really the clear indicator. And they've managed to find 2 kills, and they could potentially find more here.
Well, they do just that. Adren, nice early shot onto Mopos. That definitely builds a bit of space. Alex able to trade 1 versus 2 now. Adren making a bit of noise, making a bit of damage now. 1 versus 1 with shocks. And tell you what, Josh, I don't like how close this is at all. Eventually he's finished, but Movistar Riders, they may have got a gap between these 2 smokes to try and open up this attack. And well, Shocks comes out on top. Beautiful flash. Steel able to find a Dread as well. Makes this attack absolutely flawless for the Movistar Riders. Mo's able to find Steel elsewhere. Shocks, he's able to trade. But it's 2-on-3, now 2-on-2. Mo, his AWP has just been ruthless this game. Smear looks to hold for him. Suddenly, Movistar Riders find themselves in a bit of a tough spot.
Well, Mo found 2 in the round, but he can't make it any more than that. Leaves it all down to Neelan, previously the clutch master, but this time around it's not going to happen. AWP retrieved here for Smooya, and I'm sure he'll be...
We'll have to see. We will have to see, but it still shifts on forward. There's going to be early contact towards Fountain. This time Adren comes out on top. Trades there, though. Fame finds Steel. Smooya's come out on top. Good for 1. Got 2 more to find elsewhere, but as Shox opens up towards B, that might be the new avenue of attack as it goes 2 on 3, but 2 only just. Oh, still... Shock's only on 1 HP right now, but he's still entering this site, and I like that. That's ambitious, Josh.
It absolutely is. The B site is open right now, but Norbert around the edge of this smoke. He's got a nice little gap in it. He can push right through, spam away onto Smooya. It's a big whiff, but he does connect the final stray bullet. And Fame's there to finish off the job. A very bizarre round for K23 to pick up. That should have almost sentry onto the B site, though, and Adren, all on his lonesome, needs to hold this one up. Desperately calling for the reinforcements. And here they come. Fame from behind into short. Finds the opener. Traded by Shox, but there's still players here to do the damage. And Adren, he's firing through for more. A double kill, a spray transfer onto the third. That's absolutely flawless. Look at that. Wall bang on the final headshot, too. And K23... they're looking like they're starting to get their groove back. They're still not in a good position this game to be playing. We know that Smooya won't have an AWP going into the next as well, and still drops it. But the push towards B, it's perfect. The flash comes over the top. Neelan drops. Fame needs to pick up the pieces, and he only trades for 1. This B site now open for business. And Movistar Riders look to close it again with these smokes.
Smokes go out. U2 goes down, and with that, it goes 4 on 3. Smooya, he'll punch in those numbers. And with that, Movistar Riders, they look to hold for the time being. An afterplant situation. This is a perfect position for them to be in. As K23, Molly goes out. They look to shift on forward off the assistance of this early set piece. And, well, for Movistar Riders, they're just going to shut it down. Mopal's early quick shot onto Adren. A beautiful shot at that. And now Norbert, he'll try to follow up. He's shifting forward as best he can, but what can you hope for him to do here? He's good for 1. Smooya trades all on Mo. 1 versus 3, and he doesn't even fight it. He backs away. And with that, we see a 9th round for the Movistar Riders.
Fall away, though, as they're actually rotating towards this B side. They've guessed completely wrong right now. Now they see this utility bombarding over, and they start to call for the reinforcements back. Still in the corner, needs to take the first engagement. They swing into him, still nails him. Smooya to follow up, still firing through for more, and as he switches to the USP, it's an absolute whitewash. Denied at the door, there's nothing K23 can do. And Movistar Riders, for health, he's been able to find himself an AK. The bomb's still down, and as this smoke starts to dissipate, they need to grab it and fall away before it does so. Neelan does just that. But what's he looking at? He's got his back to Monster. And as they start to push through, the timing, it just about works in his favor. He is able to fall back. But he sticks around. This is a dangerous game. Such low health. Still, unfortunately, tags his teammate. And he's able to just slip away. But a 2 versus 4 in the final round. Make it a 1 on 4. Neelan, he's only got 5 kills. He's by far the weakest fragger on the server right now. And he's got to try and pull off a 1v4 to keep his team in this.
He's got so much stacked against him. It's such a hard position to try and push from as well. He's walking right into the awaiting ult of Smooya. Granted, if Smooya misses, it's going to be fairly swift to kill him because he doesn't have any teammate to support him. But right now, all it comes down to is a well-timed peek from either member. Neelan shifting forward. He doesn't want to show presence. He's only got 15 seconds to work with, and he's summarily executed. Movistar Riders, they take the series.